Hello, Vikings. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm going to say welcome back to Stationeers, but we're not actually in the game just yet. There's a new update. So before we jump into the game, I just wanted to discuss it a little bit. It's called the Spoiler Alert update. And again, it's going to change some survival dynamics. So I thought I would just go through briefly and go over what we're going to get. So I'm not going to read it all out, guys. You guys can pause the video as and when you want to read it, but basically what we're going to get is some fridges, because basically food is going to decay now, which is going to be a big game changer, and I believe that is even crops that have grown but haven't been harvested yet are going to start decaying. So you're going to have to constantly look at growing and refreshing your plant stock, as opposed to doing what I do at the moment, which is just grow a whole load of potatoes that I want and then put them in a storage container and forget about them. So we're gonna have to change the way that works. They've added some heat exchangers, and they've plus they've added some rocket modules for collecting and storing gas as well. But we haven't got to the rockets yet, so I'm not gonna be able to show you that stuff in game. And they've also added some new tutorials to the game to do with automation and logic. And they've got a music player now, I think, because you can use Logic to create soundtracks, music. And I actually we'll discuss that at the bottom. So let's see, we've got perishable food now. So each item, we're going to check it out in game in a second, is going to have a timer. The only thing I don't think has got a timer is going to be the eggs, I believe. I hope not, because I'm not ready for chickens yet. We'll see. There's two types of fridges, I believe. There's one that's a very, very small fridge that can have just two slots of two items in, basically, and that's going to work off of gas to keep things cold. And then you're going to have an actual electronic fridge, which is, I don't know, we can open it up and see how much space is actually in there, but you'll be able to store and keep things fresh in there. As it says here, all food now perishes depending on what type of food it is, how hot or cold the atmosphere around it is, and what gases are present. So what I'm thinking with this, obviously cold is going to be better than hot if it works like real life, and depending on what gases are present. So we might have to play around with the gases, find out which gases work well, and then what I'm thinking is, instead of just having fridges, depending on how much power that actually consumes, why not just have a cold room? So have a room that you just walk into, because they have put a new shelving locker in as well. Sorry, I just keep looking over to see what the cat's up to. Which I think is only cost one locker to build, and you get more space than you do in a standard locker, but less than a double locker. But the fact they only cost one locker to build, and you get shelving out of it. So I'm thinking maybe build a cold room once we know which gases work well, keep the room cold, and then keep the food on shelves, maybe. That's what I'm thinking of doing anyway. You've got heat exchanger now, which should be interesting. I'm guessing you use this to, so say you got you want really cold gas in here, you can use really hot water in here and exchange heat or something like that. Again, that's something that we can play around with. Like I said, we've got new logic tutorial, and they've got this music system here, which they got their little dude dancing to it. I don't know if you can dance in game yet, but that'll be interesting. Yeah, and I like this bit down here. Why? Because we could, and we love the idea. And what could be more Stationeers than having to create your own soundtrack? So I might have to create my own soundtrack for the channel, guys. Yeah, I'll go to the top now, and I'll scroll down just ever so slowly, so you guys can pause where you want. And then we'll jump in game, and then we'll address our hydroponics funky house. And put some fridges in and just see how that goes and how they look. So this is all the update. Obviously, if you haven't got a game yet, you can buy it on Steam for $18.99 right there. And these are the other changes. I haven't read through everything of it, apart from this is like an important one there. Hydration loss rate is now 60% of the original. So, and increase the water bottle storage capacity by 50%. So, it means you start off with more water in the game, as well as having to refill your bottles less. which is cool, and you're going to have to drink less because now it's not going to deplete as quickly. Yeah, so I haven't actually read through all the code changes and other content changes. Just looking at this now, solar panels have moving sounds, collision sounds to wreckages, sounds to fridges, a tooltip on things that decay and rot, which is good because you need to know how it's controlled. Added temperature control guide page. So we're gonna have to go through this and have a good old look, but just scroll through now so you guys can pause it and have a look. Okay, and what we're going to do now is jump into the game, and I'll see you there. Okay guys, we're back in the game and we're up in our filtration room, so let's go print some new things and see what we got. Just thinking, if we test this here, so yeah, so this will now decay in 10, excuse me. Right, as I was saying, this is now going to decay in 10.7 hours. Which I believe that is 10.7 hours of actual gameplay, not 10 hours of cycle, because that would go really quick and would be really difficult to keep on top of it. And that's just in Mars's atmosphere in this room, so that's not too bad. See, and we got a lot more water left in there now, so I might have to actually up in the difficulty of my nutrition rate just to keep things fresh and going through. I'm going to grab some of this cable for while we go downstairs into Funky House. Loads of stuff to put away. We have been working on the turbine, but I just wanted to do this update, get it out there, let you guys see what's new. So let's go print a few things. I think we're starting here, and we'll print a locker just so you guys can see the shelving units I was on about. And like I said, there is a like a synthesizer or a music thing. I'm guessing it's going to be in here, so we can have a quick look at how much that actually costs to make. But we're not going to print it just yet. We're not ready for that. Oh, and what I've done off camera, just before I jump back into the turbines, I have printed off some medium-sized filters for my suit, and I printed some off upstairs. Oh, and I had a little fun with smart canisters, and as you can see, this one took a bit of damage. We did over-pressurize it a little bit, but we managed to solve that problem, and it's holding strength. So let's print one of these. Like so. And then we'll come over here, and I think it's going to be in electronics. That would make sense if it was. See if we can go down and find stuff. Okay. Small fridge. For some reason it's still showing like this. So I don't know why that's showing like that. Maybe if there's any developers that managed to see this, we got a slight bug here. Should be showing like that. So the small one is going to cost 10 iron, 2 gold and 5 copper. We'll print one of those and have a little look at it, and you'll see what I mean. And then what we're going to do is we're going to print, there should be a bigger one. I could look for it, but I'm just going to scroll through and see what else is new. See if that synthesizer or music player or whatever they want to call it. I am sound cartridge bass. Oh, here you go. So these are new. Sound cartridge bass, sounds cartridge drums, cartridge leads, synth. Okay, so you can make your own music. There's the big fridge. So the big fridge is going to cost steel this time round, and just a bit more of everything else previously. So let's get one of those printed. And let's see. What else did we have? Wind turbine, weather station. This is all old. It doesn't. Oh, music machines. That's what we. That's one of the things. And I believe rocket silo, salvage module. And one of these is new. Gas one. The gas mining module is the new one, I believe. But I haven't really played around with the logic yet, so I wouldn't really know. So let's come out of this. We did print one of those, didn't we? Yes. What I want to do over here is just grab some more hydroponic bays for downstairs. I believe they're in this one. I believe. Yeah, hydroponic trays. That's what we got downstairs already. We'll take another 10, I suppose, down with us. If we've got enough iron left. As we're going to need to grow a lot more food. A lot more often. And keep cycling that. Right, so we'll print a quick 10 of them. And we'll discuss... So, with the locker, you'll see what I mean. So this one costs 2 lockers, and you get what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you get 30 slots. And in here, so that you got a normal. That's a medium shelf. You get this shelf, which I think's got about 5 on it. You get this shelf, this locker, which costs 1 locker, and that you get. I think it's just 5 slots or 6 slots. Or you could build this now. Medium shelf. Oh, let's stop that. We might need some water pipe as well, actually. Some liquid pipe. Just to run around. Okay. Okay, we got loads. Oh, okay, they were coming out with 5s. That's fine. That's fine. So now you get 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To 15 now. So you get half the space, but you get a lot more than one of these standard lockers, which you only get 4 in. So you're better off building those than the single lockers. And to be fair, it just depends whether you want doors, really. It's just as cost effective as building one of those. If you build 2 of these, you get the same amount of space. And it just depends whether you want doors. So we might have to look at changing a few of that around. Get rid of these doored ones. How much water pipe we got up here? 9. And whatever prints off of there. Should be enough to get us to add some more hydroponic trays downstairs. Okay, another slot of 20. Okay, let's go downstairs to Funky House, shall we? Let's have a little look. Little look-see. So much tidying up to do here. Look, these are still burning away. I think that's nickel that's left smelting in there now. Oh, this side's got a lot more to get through. Copper, silver, copper, nickel. This side must have ended up with a lot of the iron, I think. Oh dear, this could be a nightmare. Funky House! We haven't been in here in a while, not on camera anyway. I've been on here to steal some food every now and again. I was actually going to do an episode on here. I had no idea this update was coming. Completely tuned out to what they were working on at the moment. Yeah, no idea this update was coming. I was going to come down here and just finish off a few things. Add some actual lighting into here, as well as some disco lights like these ones, and just add these hydroponic trays so we had more. But yeah, I suppose any time's better than any, you know. Good to be down here now, get things situated, have a look at a few things. Cool. Right, we're in. So these now seem to have, looks like by that yellow bar, they will decay, which is not what we want. If we're looking here now, so just in this atmosphere, things are going to start decaying. What is that in there? That's 19 hours.
Light on.
I'm not too sure. Let's check this. What we got in there? Fern. So the fern's going to take the longest. Okay. See, egg cartons won't can decay, which is good. What's clicking on and off? Soybeans. So really we need to get all of this into fridges. As now, I don't think I've got anything left in here apart from potatoes. So where can we put this fridge? Let's see, shall we? We can probably... I don't really want to hide too much. Maybe this corner? Right, let's go with this corner, shall we? Let's have a look at this fridge. Let's get this up. I thought this room was still still on light cables. Hopefully this doesn't okay. I wasn't expecting you to be able to lay these down. Let's see which way around this goes. So that is everything's gonna be at the back. It's got a network port as well. Why are you not letting me place you here? Because that cable's there. Possibly. Yeah. That's a bit weird, considering... I don't know. So what we can do is we'll reroute that cable. Not a problem. Hopefully it doesn't ruin... I'll tell you what we can do. We'll be smart about this. I say smart. Semi-smart. Try to remember where I placed these now. I'm pulling them up one by one purely because I do not want to ruin the colour scheme. So what I'm going to do, just to make sure that we don't suffer any loss to the filtration system. Not that we should. I'm going to run this cable over here. So when we cut the other one, we don't lose power over to this side of the room. Which we shouldn't. It shouldn't work like that, but you never know. Now if I cut this one. Okay. Now let's put this fridge down, which is gone. Yep. Put that down. So it's got a network port. So I'm wondering what we can actually see from network. I'm going to leave a bit of a space for now, just because I want to have a bit of a play with it. Probably end up tidying it up, to be fair. Is it just me, or does the sounds sound different in this game now? It seems a little bit louder. I could be wrong. Right, let's see. We got one fridge. Ooh, makes a sound. No light? Meant to be a light? So I'm wondering if from the data port we'll be able to tell when certain things are going to start decaying in there. Which would be pretty cool if we could. I think... Let's put this one back down. Okay, let's have another look then. So this at the moment in there is 11.6. 38.8. That is loads of time. Absolute loads. So let's just do some comparisons. So we'll put our potato in there. Loads of time. Tomatoes, which we're going to take 9.9. 32.9. Oh, that's loads of time. 11. 36. 11. So we're going to have to grow pumpkins at some point now, because we've only got the one. Our wheat. Loads of time. Mushrooms. Okay, and like I said, I believe this is all in-game hour. Like it's not, it's real hours. So real hours you spend playing the game. It's not going to be hours. Oh, that's loads of time. Spent like just in-game hours, as it were, if that makes sense. Right, so that's all the food sorted out. Let's get the flooring back down. And what we're going to do is have a little look at the other fridge. I think we want to go white up here. I think that's what it was. It looks alright. It looks roughly alright. Yeah, I suppose we're going to have to pull this floor up as well, aren't we? Or we might be able to be cheeky and place it without it. Might be able to get away with this. Oh, look at this. We're going to have plenty. Oh, no. Nope, nope, nope. Of course, we need a wrench. Make sure you get it in line. We're growing a whole load of wheat to get ready to make cereal bars. And I've got enough to go up here now, but I don't really want to pull that up for a sec. So what we can do is put it in here. Lay some more pipe then, I suppose. Okay. We're obviously gonna want to make some soup as well, which is why we're growing tomatoes over there. Okay, so I'll tell you what, we can store pipe down here, just in case. And that's pretty cool. I do wish this had a little light on it. Looks like it was meant to have a light on it, but that's pretty cool. Tell you what, let's get these up. So like I was saying, I'm thinking if we can figure out what gas works best, I'm gonna think nitrogen might work best for storing stuff in. You get like liquid nitrogen, which is cold as anything. Maybe. I wonder if this makes a difference if it's open or closed. Oh, you got to touch the handle on this one. Oh, interesting. Yeah, maybe we'll set a little cold room up somewhere. Maybe we'll find somewhere to set a little like cold room up. Do a cold storage room, like a walk-in freezer type thing with the shelving units as opposed to fridges. Just be something different, I suppose, rather than just installing standard stuff. But I think they've been more than generous on this, because you think about how many episodes I'm going to need to make and how long I'm going to be playing for that to decay, let alone what, these 62 hours. That's a lot of playtime. So I think they have put that over the next coming days, weeks, they're going to be fine-tuning it, and they did mention something along the lines of that they've been quite easy with it, just to let players adapt. So I would imagine that's all going to change over due course, so pay attention to it. But I would prompt anybody now, get your stuff in the fridge, especially if you're just starting the game. You probably want to prioritize, as well as getting your hydroponics base set up. Doesn't have to be this big, doesn't have to be this fancy. Just do like a little 4x4 room, just so you can get some carbon dioxide in there, to get plants growing. With this portable, you probably want to get the fridge up and running as well, and probably you just want to run off the electronics one. Let's see what this one looks like, shall we? So this one is a gas one. Yep, it can store just 2, and it's just got one gas feed in. No network cable, I didn't see. Oh, whoa, calm down. Yeah, no network cable from what I saw. So it could be... Yeah. I wonder what the network cable's for this one. Let's have a little bit. So... Bridge. Large. So... what can we pull? Oh, okay, you can actually pull quite a bit. So off the logic slots, you can pull what's occupied, what the hash is, the quantity, the damage, the max quantity, the class. Right, so with the damage would be your decay. So we could probably build a lighting system that's going to tell us that something, I mean, you'd have to do a lot of references if you wanted to. You'd have to reference every slot if you wanted to know exactly what item was going to decay. And you'd probably need returns the damage state of the item in slot. I mean, how many slots does it have? I didn't count them. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 15. You'd have to do 15 lights, I suppose, if you wanted to do like a lighting system that would sign off, that would light up depending on what slot was going bad. But what you could do is just read all the slots, and as soon as one item gets to, I don't know, 20% damage for instance, you can have a light come on. You know, hey, you need to go look at that fridge and see what's going out of date in there. Then you might need to go, oh, okay, we need to plant some more stuff, make sure that it stays in date, I suppose. So we could look at doing something like that. That's what my thoughts are on it. Yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on it, guys. How do you plan on incorporating this into your build? This isn't going to stay here. It's a bit, I'll probably get it flush up against a wall somewhere. I will have to keep one down here for stuff like this. But what I'm thinking of doing is actually building a kitchen somewhere that's more accessible up by the main part of the base. And we'll probably move the microwave, the table upstairs. So we could actually, in fact, put the fridge over here. And we'll keep a fridge down here for raw items that we're going to use for growing. And then upstairs we can build a kitchen, and we'll keep all the processed stuff that we're going to eat. Yeah, and like I said, we'll look at doing a lighting system to to signify when we need to, hey, look at the fridge, something in there is going out of date. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm thinking about what we can do. But let me know in the comments, guys, what you think you can do with this, especially with the data on this fridge, and what you think about the update. Like I said, I'm not going to go in creative or anything like that and build the rockets, so we can't have a look at the gas stuff. I'm not ready to have a look at the music stuff yet either, but I just wanted to give you a little show through of what there is, what the new update is, yeah, and extend this out a little bit. I was going to do this anyway. Really all we need left down here is to get some lighting down here and some disco lights, and rearrange a few things. Maybe in the next episode we need to finish off the weird turbine and put a kitchen in somewhere. Where can we put that kitchen? I'm sure we'll find a place. Right, yeah. And the water, see, this makes me think, how fast did our water used to go down? Because they've said they've changed it by 60%, and I'm already down to 67% now, so it must have gone down a lot quicker. Let's just check how much liquid we still got in here. 90 moles. We might need to come down here and do another refresh. Keep an eye on that. And these are going to grow, they just need the sun to come up. Perfect. As always, guys, leave your comments. Let me know what you think about the data on the fridge. Hit those like buttons if you're enjoying the update. Yeah, subscribe if you haven't already done so. There's going to be more content coming out. We're going to be playing with the fridges a lot more, and probably building that cold storage room. We need to finish the wind turbine off though, and the backup power first, and then we'll move on to this stuff. Maybe. There's so much to do. So much to do in this game. It's unreal. Every time I think I'm getting closer to building something cool like the rocket or the garage for the rovers, yeah, new stuff keeps coming out, which is great. but it's also a little bit annoying. Stuff I want to do, stuff I'm sure you want to see me do. There's like stuff like we need to go back to the printing room and still put a quantity count on that and an automatic switch off. It's just so much, guys, so much. It's endless. We'll look at doing another live stream this weekend as well. It's probably not going to be tonight. Maybe tomorrow night, Saturday, and then we'll see if we can get some community stuff going as well. Okay, guys, as always, take care, and I'll see you soon.